Hey guys, my name is Adam from Encounter Wargaming, and I am so excited to show you guys this video because today, as you guys know, I'm a Sisters of Battle player. That's my jam, my main thing, and today I will be unboxing the Triumvirate of the Imperium, in which we have the new Saint Celestine. So, big ups to all my Sisters of Battle players out there. Can't wait to see your models painted. If you guys have finished painting it already, I'd love to see your freshly painted up Saint Celestine and her Gemini Superior. So guys, check out this unboxing and I hope you enjoy. So here's the box. Beautiful box. It's actually really, really big. So like, that's my hand. Like, that is a big box. 5 miniatures, Celestine, her 2 bodyguard, Belisarius, and oh boy, what's her name again? Greyfax, because they're Greyfax. Yeah. So here's the back of it. Really cool. Just shows you all the details, all the different colors. If you're about that life, painted like the box, which is totally cool. So let's open it up and see what we got. So first thing to note is that it comes in this big sleeve. So, oh wow, this is cool. So let me just pull this sleeve off. And man, look at the box art on that. That's amazing. Super, super detailed. Really cool. Let's see if there's anything cool in the back. Just more inquisitorial designs, like ornate, gothic imprinting stuff all the way around. Man, they make this like a piece of art. You almost don't want to throw the box out. That's super cool. Alright, so let's peel it open here. Okay. Oh! More artwork. This looks like the same image that was on the front of that box there. So, I guess you can throw the box out. Cool, so you just get like this piece of artwork. Nice cardstock, so it's not quite paper. It's a little bit thicker card. Man, that's just a beautiful picture right there. Just a little bit smaller than an 8.5 by 11. So let's just stand this up right here. So we can gaze at it while we do the rest of the unboxing. Why not? And it's not another one of the same. It's actually the booklet with the instructions and hopefully some rules maybe. Bonus, we got points and we got rules, so that's awesome. We'll go through this after, but let's check out the sprues. So it looks like we got a base, probably for Greyfax, because it's a small, or I guess one of the Celestine's bodyguards. What do they call them again? Oh, they actually have names, Eleanor and Genevieve. But what are they? The names for them are just right here. Ha! Celestine, Gemini Superior. Alright, there it is. The Gemini Superior. Divine Guardians. So, cool. Anyways, back to the sprue. So I'll do one at a time and I'll just move this out of the way. Be easier to see. And I'll adjust the focus as we go. Man, so obviously super, super, super high detailed cast like we've come to expect from GW. I mean, man, this jetpack is awesome. Way better than my Seraphim. Way cooler, way more detailed. These swords, like, great point on these power swords. Great detailing here on these cloak bits, and same thing like her trailing cloak bit here. And man, it's so weird how they make the molds now. Like, I noticed this the first time I did the Age of Sigmar starter set, that like that's her hairpiece, and somehow you fit a head and face in there. I guess this one here, wonder if there's options. Doesn't look like it, but man, really cool shoulder pads. I guess little halos, probably why they have the 4+ invulnerable save. Awesome. Alright, let's put this to the side. Pull out another one. so just because we pulled out Celestine first, let's go with the rest of it. So, man, look at these wings. Oh, I cannot wait to get the airbrush on these. Really great detail. Celestine herself, her front, beautiful cloak, the classic sword with the dozen roses there. Just beautiful detailing, beautiful models. Really, really, really well done. Where's Celestine's? Ah, there's the doves. Awesome. She is carrying the one dove in the old model. Remember when the old model came out, I bought like 3 of them. So I worked at GW for a time, and they were selling their pewter at 6 cents a gram. You could just get so much pewter for so cheap. I think I bought my whole Sisters of Battle army, probably 2,000 points of metal infantry with some metal exorcists and stuff for like 150 bucks. This is amazing. Yeah, obviously you can see why they stopped doing that. But hey, I was making $16,000 a year back then, so it's not like it wasn't undeserved. That was full time, $16,000 a year full time working for GW when I first started. This looks like Inquisitor Greyfax. Awesome. Beautiful cloak there, Inquisitor symbol, and these lines are dented into the cape. I don't know if you can see them very well. A little crossbow. So much character to this model, love it. It's her chest plate right there. It's a big skull on it. Is that her chest plate? Let me look at the box real quick. Yep, that's her chest plate. Sweet. Look, even her hat. Her hat is in 2 pieces. Oh, there's her face. Alright. Let's see if we can just get right in on it. Beautiful. Beautiful hand position. Sheathed sword. Whew, wouldn't want to go to battle in those puppies. Mechanical high heels, just ain't my thing. Take a nice solid boot any day. Alright, and the last one, Belisarius Call. So he comes, looks like on 3 sprues. And actually here's his base. So that looks like, it's about 50 mils wide, and I don't know, maybe like 80 or 90 or something like that. I don't know what all the standardized ones are these days, but they're kind of just making bases as they go now, I guess. Celestine, I guess, is on a 40 mil base now, as she always should have. When I got my original one, I put her on a 40 mil base anyways, because that only made sense, because she was no way she's standing up on 25 mil. Greyfax and Superior. Cool, let's get into Belisarius Call. So first off, this big long train here. Huge train. Big body. And then just so much detail. Look at this axe. Oh my gosh, here. I gotta zoom in on this for you guys. This is just madness. It's just madness. That's all it is. It's madness. You gotta paint all that. How do you commission painting for a living? And I mean, that's a lot of details to paint. Look at this little arm. It's kind of like a T-Rex, huh? A little foot. I mean, geez, like super cool though. Is that the book he's standing on? Maybe. Stunning. Just stunning. Alright, let's check out the last bit of sprue from him. And then we can go over the rules together. Looks like just some hands. Maybe. Or no, that's that little crab thing maybe that's falling out in front of him. Some kind of gun. I don't know. Awesome. Hey, that's all the sprues. Let's sit down and have a chat through the rules together. Give you one last shot of that piece of artwork you get with it. Beautiful. Alright, let's check out the rules. Let's start off with Inquisitor Greyfax. So for 150 points, which compared to the other two are 200 points, is the cheapest of the three. But you'll see why. Like she's good, but she's definitely not near the punch of the other ones. So Condemner Bolt Gun is her main weapon, which I don't know if you guys know, but it's like a one use. Any unit you hit with it takes a Perils of the War automatically. So you just got to hit it. Hit the unit with it, that's all. But it is strength 5, assault 24 inches as well. Mastercrafted powered sword, frag and crack, psych out grenades, Psyoculum. She's an independent character, preferred enemy psychers. She's a psycher herself, interesting. And she's also stubborn. So, a couple special rules. So enemy infiltrators cannot be set up anywhere within 24 inches of her. So kind of like those serval skulls. Indomitable will, when making Deny the Witch, she always counts as being a higher mastery level than the enemy psyker. And so she gets some psychic powers herself. I mean, basic stat line. Weapon skill list for everything 3, including wounds and attacks. Initiative 4, leadership 10, 3 plus save. So pretty standard. Not super powerful. You can still instant kill her with strength 6. But yeah, so she can generate powers from telepathy. She gets 2 of them, but she also knows this one. So I would assume you still get the Primaris power. 2 more powers from telepathy, because you're doing, I don't know, all the powers that you can from that table, which is awesome. So could possibly get invisibility as well, maybe. And here we go, Aura of Oppression. So you can do this one 2 ways. So Warp Charge 1 or Warp Charge 3. It's a malediction. Target single non-vehicle enemy unit that's within 12. They must pass a pinning test. If it's passed, then while the power is in effect, they cannot run, turbo boost, perform sweeping advances, or fire Overwatch. If you do Warp Charge 3, then it affects everybody in the same way within 12 inches. So pretty cool. It will eat some of your Warp Charge dice to get that off, but I think that's pretty sweet, having everything within 12 not do anything. So, but at 150 points, she is a little pricey. I know, like, with all the stuff that you get with her, she is valued at less points than what you would pay to get all this stuff on an Inquisitor. But yeah, so you do have to watch out for that. So next up, my personal favorite, because I know the most about her, is Saint Celestine, because I do play Sisters, and so Celestine obviously is a must-take in every single game. Right now she's 135 points, so super cheap, and the new Celestine, so 200 points. So automatically you're going, okay, they increased her points. What do I get for that? Good question. Basic stat profile is the same with one exception. She has 2 more wounds than normal. So, okay, awesome. Can I still get instant killed because I'm still toughness 3, you ask, even though I have 5 wounds instead of 3? Well, every Sisters player will be super happy about this. She now has Eternal Warrior. So awesome. So, okay, so right there, that's 5 wounds that you have to do to her, getting through a 2+ save, 4+ invulnerable, which is the same as before. And she still has the exact same faith test, so miraculous intervention, so she comes back to life, just like before. So pass that leadership test the first time you die, and then place her as a counter. Within 1 inch of that, she comes back in the next turn, and she can move and act as normal and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's just amazing. It's just so good. And so here we go. Let's keep going. So now she has Adamantium Will, which is pretty cool. And I guess that's on the whole unit. I mean, you did before because you have the Shield of Faith before. So that gave you Adamantium Will. So if there's new sister stuff, maybe they're going to change something. I don't know. Okay, what's next? She still has her same sword. Awesome, the Ardent Blade. So you get the Heavy Flamer template, strength 5, AP 4, assault 1. And you're still +2 strength, AP 3. But now you have Armor Bane. Awesome. So now she's the threat to vehicles. So you come in, the +2 strength, your strength 5, getting 2 dice. On average, you get a 7 on 2 dice. So now you're taking out tanks pretty reliably because you hit them in the rear. So that's an average of armor 10 in the rear for most vehicles. So you get a 12. So your average penetrating hitting a vehicle. So with your 5 attacks, 6 probably on the charge, right? So that's pretty good. Super stoked about that. Vehicles will be a lot more scared of her. I mean, sometimes like I send her after vehicles, and you're hoping for maybe a couple glances, maybe a pen, but now you're just gonna dominate them with that many attacks. So pretty excited about that. Still have your 4+ invulnerable, it says right there. Now here's something cool. I'm gonna skip this top one. I'm gonna go straight to here. Orbital bombardment. That's pretty nice. What is it? It's called the Emperor's Vengeance. Once per game, shooting attack of the following profile. So notice this. It's not ordnance. So you can move 12 inches and do this. So it's Assault 1. That's so cool. Barrage. Large blast, orbital bombardment, strength 8, AP 3, really cool. Yeah, that just means it always scatters the full 2d6, but now you're just dropping this big template on a unit, and you couldn't before. So that's really cool. Just all of a sudden you get Celestine wandering around, dropping a battle cannon. I'm all about that life. Alright, so let's do this one. Her Divine Guardians. So these are her bodyguards, so the Gemini Superior. Weapon skill 5, so they're better already than your Seraphim. Initiative 4, which Seraphim used to be, but they're not anymore. Thanks, guys. 2 attacks base, pretty cool. Power armor, leadership 10 as well. 2 wounds, that's neat. So, strength 3, Let's go 4. What do they come with? Just a bolt pistol and a power sword. So power sword's nice, but bolt pistol, it's just what they do. They do what they do. But this is cool. They come with a 4+ invulnerable save. Awesome. So you have 2 wounds, 4+ invulnerable saves. You could say, oh yeah, I'll just look out, sir, some of my wounds onto them when it's appropriate. Take that last cannon hit or whatever. But even you could take that last cannon hit on her now because you're Eternal Warrior. So options, lots of options. But check this out. So whilst at least one Gemini Superior is still alive, resolve any wounds suffered by Celestine against the Gemini Superior closest to her instead. So actually, you don't even have a choice now. You can't even make a lookout, sir. You can't even choose to take them on Celestine. You actually have to, it says, resolve it on the closest Gemini Superior. And it's not a lookout, sir. You don't have to roll for it. It just happens that way. And so this is cool. So you're like, oh, okay, well, they're like a unit of 3. So I always have to run them around on my own. Not true. If Celestine leaves the unit... Oh, sorry. Saint Celestine is permitted to join other units, in which case both Celestine and the Gemini Superior join the unit. If Celestine then leaves the unit, her Gemini Superior also leave the unit, forming a separate unit with her. Okay, so now you can have this big unit of 10 Seraphim, right? And plop Celestine in it, so she can be out front, taking some wounds there. You can put the Gemini Superior on either side, taking shots from the sides, right? And because check this out. At the start of each of your turns, set up a single slain Gemini Superior anywhere within 2 inches of Celestine, or as close to her as possible. What? So now, and this isn't even, you don't do leadership tests, you don't roll for this. This just happens. Healing Tears. It just happens. You just get the models back. So take those hits, set them back up, and just keep pounding. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So you still get this one, Beacon of Faith. All models within 12 inches use her leadership when doing faith tests or war hymns. Cool. And then Martyrdom. So in the turn that she actually does die, then all friendly units wholly comprised of models of the Act of Faith special rule automatically pass all leadership tests till the end of your turn. Nice little bonus. I mean, obviously you're hoping that she doesn't die. You know what? I wonder if Martyrdom is procced if one of the Gemini Superior dies. Because it doesn't say here that Martyrdom is on one or the other. So that's interesting. Maybe we'll have to actually see the book, the Fall of Cadia book, for that clarification. But for now, Oh, if it's your warlord. Okay, so here we go. That clarifies it right there. So if she would be your warlord, and then if Celestine died, the Gemini Superior would never be your warlord. Cool. I mean, that is just so much better. Celestine is like invincible. She's unkillable. She's dropping battle cannon shots and just having tons of fun with that. Okay. Last one. Belisarius Call. So he comes in at a big 200 points, just like Celestine. And let's see what we get for it. I mean, he looks pretty beefy. So let's see. Wound skill 5, list skill 5, strength 5, toughness 6. So he's pretty tough. 5 wounds, initiative 3. So a little bit slower. I mean, you're going before Space Marines on that one. 3 attacks. So not too many attacks, but, you know, still decent average for a character at this level. Leadership 10, 2+ save. So, what does he got? He's got the Arc Scourge, Mastercrafted Power Axe. I mean, you see that thing. That thing definitely looks like a Mastercrafted Power Axe. Mechanodrite Hive, Scryer Skulls, Refractor Fields, which I believe is 5-up invuln. Some of these I actually don't know what they are, so you'd have to probably check the Mechanicum Codex to see what they do. Canticles of the Archmagos, which is his own Canticles, and then Canticles of the Omnissiah, which you can find in your book. The Canticles of the Archmagos thing, it's based on how many units you have. You can do the Harmony of Metallurgy, which gives you buffs to It Will Not Die. So stuff around you gets It Will Not Die. Depending on how many units you have, you can either roll once or twice. And then you can do the Ballistic Skill 1. It's just +1 Ballistic Skill, no negatives. And then the more units you get, the higher it goes. And then the last one gives you invulns. So starts off with just 6-up invuln or +1 of your invuln, and then increases from there based on how many units you have. So that's pretty cool. He comes with Feel No Pain. Sorry about that, guys. The camera just turned off there. So yeah, reroll failed Feel No Pain. And at the start of each of your turns, Belisarius Call recovers D3 wounds lost early in the battle. No test, no roll, just happens. They're just like, here you go. Just recover these wounds. I mean, you got 5 of them. You're toughness 6, 2+ save. Don't think you're going to be dying anytime soon. So great army buffer with the Canticles. 2 options to choose from with your Canticles here. And then just an absolute beast. Like, he just won't die. And then here's his weapon. So the Solar Atomizer on top of the Arc Scourge and the Power Axe and Mechadendrite Hive. So 12-inch range, strength 10, AP 1. I mean, amazing. Assault D3, Mastercrafted Melta. So your weapon skill, your Bliss skill 5, sorry. So you're hitting on 2s. You do get to reroll 1 just in case. You got that Melta rule. I mean, strength 10 is just nothing. It's a strength 10 Melta. That's amazing. So Land Raiders, be scared of Belisarius Call. So there you go, guys. There are special rules for the Triumvirate if you take them as a whole. But for now, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Check out the other videos and unboxings as they happen. I'm also going to paint all these guys up and show them off to you and do kind of like my step-by-steps as well, maybe, depending on how I'm feeling that day, but definitely going to paint her up first because I play Sisters. They're my jam. That's my main army, and so yeah, can't wait to show you guys. If you like this, check us out on Patreon. Keep supporting the videos that we do so that we can keep doing battle reports and painting tutorials, terrain tutorials, all that kind of stuff. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for checking out this video. Also hit subscribe if you haven't yet. And yeah, we'll see you at our next encounter.
Like a monkey in a rocket on his way back home.